Ohayou gozaimasu. Konnichiwa, konbanwa. Guten Morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend, guten Nacht. Buenos dias, buenos noches, buenos tardes. Bonjour, bonsoir, bienvenue, buongiorno, ahoy, akasamash, annyeonghaseyo. Assalamu alaikum, shalom, makrimaka, jindabraki, or what do. Good morning. It's early morning streaming. It's early. It's morning. We're streaming. My hair, my eyes. Hi. Hopefully you're having a good morning. Blue light. Hopefully you're having a good morning. Hopefully you had a good weekend. If you had a weekend, you had time off. I'm hoping it was good for you. We had a good little weekend. I had a birthday party to go to on a Saturday, and then yesterday we went to one of the opening days for the Renaissance Festival. And that's always fun. And enjoy going to it. We've only been going a couple years now, but it is a ton of fun. I mentioned it last year on the stream. It's if you have a local one, check them out. They're enjoyable. I mean, the thing I picked up on, at least last year, was certainly for ours, you can't get everything in on one day. And if you try, you just wind up getting like stressed out. Like it becomes not fun. So we're just sort of like, okay, if we can get half the stuff taken care of, we have to see half the things we wanted to see. And we'll come back another day and we'll go see the other half. And maybe come back a third day and just focus on like the jousting and stuff like that. Really the way to handle it. When you have like some place like a kind of a larger event space. Otherwise you're sitting there going, okay, so when Squire and the Wire ends, we need to run over to Cast and Bronze for them, and then we have to run over to the bird show, and then after that we're just gonna sit there and we're gonna watch the Reeling. It doesn't work. It doesn't beget an enjoyable afternoon. So we did have a nice leisurely, enjoyable afternoon at the Renaissance Festival. So hopefully you had something similar. Hopefully you had a lot of fun. I did have some video that I was gonna perhaps put on the stream later on. We'll maybe do it tomorrow. But yeah, they had the continuation of my ninja star throwing prowess that I discovered about myself in Japan. I am slightly less good at throwing knives, but apparently I can throw knives. So we'll practice on that. Oh, and in fairness, I also didn't want to go throw axes, and I didn't get an axe to stick. So figure that out. Like throwing stars, sure. Throwing knives, maybe. Throwing axes, no. So, but hey, I submit to you that throwing axes isn't as cool as throwing knives. At least I feel it is. But that takes us to today and this week. So we got some stuff going on this week, including possibly 2 evening streams. So start off tomorrow. We'll be doing Ship of Fools with Paperweight. We've been doing really good with Paperweight and Ship of Fools. We've been clearing pretty routinely. Been getting some really interesting builds, some really fun builds. You know, kind of powerful, just configurations on that ship, and that's been really enjoyable to do it. And then Wednesday we'll be playing Starbound with Taotube, and then of course Thursday we'll do Thursday Night Phasmophobia with Jinnerbomb. But Jin sounds like he'd be willing to do another game with me, so stay tuned for that tomorrow. We might do an afternoon stream. It sounds like we're going to do an afternoon stream, evening stream for him, late afternoon stream for me. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that, and we'll get an extra game in this week just because I think we can. But speaking of the games we'll be playing right now, we're playing Aces and Adventures, which is enjoyable. It's fun. Sort of like a weird pokery. The dude that did this knows from Hearthstone, right? Like, there's a lot of Hearthstone ass symbology, or just like there's a through line there, right? Like the voices, the voice actors, the delivery on the line. Some of the stuff is just like, this is very Hearthstone like, but the gameplay is entirely different. It's a poker like game. Can't play 2-pair, which I find frustrating. I'll probably basically complain about it forever. But yeah, we've been playing as Magnar the Warrior or something like that. There are different decks that have different characters. They actually do seem to play somewhat differently. We only played as the Warrior and played one as the Wizard. I'm just going to focus on clearing these. And if it's all with the Warrior, so be it. I don't mind that. When we last left off, we went from the Sea of Nod, and now we're on the Blue Veld. The blue, what is that? The Savannah. Veld is a Savannah. Spring, Infernal Spire, War of the Branches. I don't know what these things are. Apparently these are maybe different storylines, and we're on Spring. And all the characters have different lineup, different decks of cards, and you see, look at different HP, right? Look at health points on these people.
Well, let's get on
But we've been
with
doing
it then.
Magnar. We have our custom deck called No Idea, because I don't know what I'm doing. It's a fun enough game. The one thing I have noticed is there is some progression, like some meta progression, that as you play through, you're actually able to add deck cards to your deck. So we have this one wild card here, which is fun. And there's also sort of like an internal, inside the quest progression, where you unlock items and you actually do like your level up stuff. It's only on that map, that stage, that story, that chapter, that whatever, and then it goes away. So like, you know, we'll level up and we'll gain an ability to protect ourselves by playing a heart card, or attack on defense with the spade card. But then it resets at the start of the next chapter, or whatever you want to call it, like when you progress. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I haven't been necessarily loving that. I don't know. We'll have to,
waves
lap
at the sand that skirts the savannah. A silver stream snakes into the switchgrass, rushing white where the water grows impatient in its journey from mountain to sea.
And we're starting with Savalin, and they take damage against attacking against you. Defense only trump card. Alright.
A path wanders by the riverside, and a curious sign leans beside it. In this island, life writes the rules, and wears its whims as kings do jewels. An oaken figure floats like a log.
The way this person says figure.
Upstream. It drifts closer until impossibly small wings hoist it into the sky.
Oh my god! It's a Crocolisk! Crocolisk flies, meaning we have to do 9 or higher damage to actually hit it. Alright, so all we have is a high card to start here. We are looking actually to draw and move an inside straight draw with a 9. Really unlikely to happen, but we'll just play this king. Can he beat a king? He can beat a king, he gets high. Alright. And that's our turn. Another 10. Pair of aces. That sucks. We can put our pair of 10s, but it won't defend. We can put a 6-7. That'll break up our straight draw, though. We can play our negate trump card, but I think we should probably save that for later, if not much later. Yeah, you got to play 2 cards, so 6-7, I guess.
Hold your shield high.
Yeah, we still got hurt. Play the 10s. Defend an ace with an ace.
It's my turn.
And then, I mean, queen high is not pretty... It's not great. We'll hit him. Level up.
It's all about the games.
Right, so plus you basically get to save yourself from taking damage if you defend with the heart, even if it's not a better hand. Gaining shields. I have some of these cards that require you to have a shield. So we'll pick that now, and then hopefully we'll start picking up shields.
A fly agaric slouches on the side of the path. You approach the mushroom, and it reveals a face.
Facing
Water
mushrooms.
walks unwearily where prior it has tread, and babbles something dreamily between the riverbeds. The watching rock may say, what little will it takes to flow, but as it's washed away in time, the will of water, will it know?
And then the face is gone. Wade. The trail turns away from the river and cuts a winding path through the tall grass before emerging on a distant hill.
Let's do the long cut.
Grass grows well above your head to either side of the path. You wonder who or
It
what
seems like each one of
maintains
these little decks or
it. The
chapters,
rustling ahead might offer an answer.
they'll give you an opportunity for. It seems like you could try and take the hard route or the easy route. If you take the hard route, you get like an item. So there was one where there's like it's a gauntlet in the mouth of a statue. If you reach for it, the statue comes alive, and you gotta fight the dude, right? Or it's like oh, there's a meteor hit the ground. Do you want to go see it or get the fuck away? It's like go to see it, and then, but the item has been worth it each time, so.
You'd better not dull my axe.
I'm not going to avoid it here. Not great cards. Jack. Play the Jack. That's our turn. 9. We can block a 9 with a Jack. Ace. We can't block an ace, but we can intimidate to remove the ace from here. And now it's a king versus a king, and that'll be a block. We'll try to get these shields up. Play a 9. 9 beats an 8. Jack, we can't. I don't want to use my other intimidate. So we'll play the 8 here. And now we get to get 3 abilities. There we go. I only got one of the 3. Ah, revenge. There you go.
Payback. Hold your shield high.
2, 3, 4, 5. We need an ace. So, pair of 3s.
Birds circle overhead. You hasten down the path, fully aware of the unwanted
Good morning, Monty
attention the
Python.
fight has garnered. It's not long before you're swarmed again.
I don't know why you didn't get your do-do-do-do-do. So let me restart that and see if we can get some do-do-do-do-dos going.
Shield at the ready.
Cabeetle! So we had Beetle 1, and now we have Cabeetle. Let's get after the Cabeetle. Attack with a queen, defend with the king. Oh, there we go. It's not too much of a pain. Trip 7s. That sucks. We do not want that to happen to us, so... Even if we remove one of those 7s... Do we use our negate here? Maybe not yet. Right, because we can still heal up. So we'll just take our lumps. We're at half health now, but we can try to get back. Remove that queen. Defend with the jack.
It's my turn.
Alright. So we should be able to use our health potion now.
Just a quick swig.
Alright. So the redraw is only draw 1 card. That's the problem with the redraw. I'd like a little bit more if we could like redraw multiple cards, but it is what it is. Nothing about that. Nine, defend with a queen. Alright, kill that dude. Queen, defend with even if we intimidate or go to a jack, we can't beat it, so defend with a 9. We can react to damage him and draw a card. We will. Queen, we can't do anything about it. We're going to defend with a 4. Even the jack. No point in doing intimidate. Alright. Turns one of their cards to a heart, which would let us heal 4 and get max 1, which would be actually great. So let's do
I
that.
haven't the cards.
What are we missing? We're missing a heart.
This is thirsty work.
Alright, there we go. Getting that potion in you is super important. That actually permanently increases your health, at least for this chapter, this whatever we want to phrase, this little deck we're doing, this Sveld. The Velt. Intimidate to get dropped to a 10. No, because at any point, yeah, we'll do it. There's the card merchant who comes out that you want to hold on to all the abilities. So knowing that dude appears would be huge. To let you know when you want to hold on to abilities versus you want to use them. Because you can trade
The
that for
reeds
equipment.
bristle with movement as you race forward, catching glimpses of the hill through gusts of wind. You're not out of the thick yet.
I'm not out of thick yet.
You'd better not dull my axe.
Alright, so stealth does what? Enemies with stealth cannot be attacked while enemies without stealth remain. Alright, let's see opposite of like guarding. Alright. So we can make a spade and then use our chop, which will let us draw a card. So let's do that. Alright, just kill him. Easy. Health potion. We don't want that right this second because it'd be a waste. We can attack with the 10. Can he beat a 10? He cannot. Alright, their turn. Ace. We can't beat an ace. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw out this 7. King, we can beat a king.
Thrust the axe.
+1 defense and +1 defense damage. Sure, let's do that. Let's do that. Attack with the queen. Ace beats a queen. Yep, so now we do 2 when we have a higher card to them. Yeah, see that? Much nicer.
The gods favor me.
Double attack. Gain additional attack. Yep.
That's what I read.
Battle Beetle Pauldrons. +1 defense and max health. Let's do that.
The grass grows shorter as the path plods up the slope where the land
Like a pauldron.
hands the rain down to lower soil. A thatch hut sits like a canted hat on the hill ahead.
This is where the merchant
Hope you
is.
didn't have to
Yep.
cut any grass to get here.
We don't
Trimming
have
a plant is not
a whole
like a
lot to give
haircut, you
him.
know. More like altering the course of a slow thought.
Alright, the boomerang is awesome, but we don't have 3 abilities. But the boomerang was really good. It just lets you attack and attack and attack and attack and attack and attack. We can discard 2 of our abilities, the health potion and this, for +1 offense, which is probably the best we're going to get. Boy, but I do like the
I
boomerang.
haven't the cards.
I do like the boomerang.
Give me that.
Alright, that's it.
A grand savanna sprawls before you, dotted by giant trees that seem to have been uprooted and replanted on their heads. The silver stream gleams like a strand of sky scribbled across the earth. A small voice calls from beneath the cap of a mushroom, enjoying the view by your feet.
Not trees are these that fetch the eye, but roots that dream of clouds and sky. May I impose upon your favor a rhyme about the root's noble labor? Against a million mouths and rock is every inch one, also that gentle flower may know the kiss of sun.
Hardly off the hill, horsemen of sorts ride from the river towards your position. Their steeds do not gallop. They stalk, and at great speed.
Alright, let's go.
Shield at the ready.
Hippolytan Rider, Summoning Death. Enemies with them summoning death, add an ally when defeated. Alright. So, what do we got here to start? The finishing blow is always nice to have. We always like having finishing blow. Basically, you get to kill a dude if he has 3 or less health. Pretty much no matter what. You have to have a spade handy. That's the hard part about that. Our beetle pauldrons, plus defense, plus 1 offense. Gain a shield. And the double attack. So, I guess there's no reason not to just jump in with a pair of 9s here, right? See if you can beat a pair of 9s. You can't. How about a pair of 2s? Well, actually, no. Should we use the finishing blow now? Because he's going to summon someone. We'll just use a pair of 2s. And now we'll use it.
Your fate is sealed!
Enraging. Enraging, deal 1 attack per offense and gain 1 offense to death. Wow. Block the king. We can't block the king. We'll put up an 8.
It's my turn.
Alright, whetstone. A couple jacks. And then a pair of 4s. Defend with a jack, we cannot. We'll go ahead and we'll throw out this 5.
You better not dull my axe.
Grapple shield. He's at full health. That's exactly what we want. So does 1 damage, and we'll gain a shield for it. So that sounds nice. All right, pair of 9s. Maybe I should have done that 3. Queen. We can't beat the queen. We'll throw out a 5.
Hold your shield high.
Pair of 3s. Almost have a straight here, missing a queen. Isn't a ton we can do right here. We could try and draw this queen.
Take your best shot.
Play a pair of aces.
I'm out of attacks for this round.
Don't we get 2 attacks? We already used our 1 attack. Alright.
Better not dull my axe.
Pair of aces. You know, now we don't have the straight anymore because we don't have that ace anymore. Finishing blow, though, is up.
Your fate is sealed.
And let's level up.
Best to continue.
Ooh.
Ah, loot.
Savannah Spear. Plus 1 offense, gain safe attack. Safe attack. Enemies with safe attack do not suffer damage when they fail an attack.
Best to continue perfecting the craft of your own weapon. Leave the...
Epic.
Yeah, we'll take it.
You follow the stream to its source in the mist-crowned mountains. Hours later, you hear it before you see it. No rhyme is required. The Mirror Falls are their own poem. A sacred place where time and stone collaborated to give the soaring water...
It's
the
games
gift
where, like,
of
there's
its
a
own
constant
perfection.
narrator that I find sort of hard to stream because I want to talk, but I don't want to
Arms
talk
of stone
over them.
hold the bowl of still
becomes a
water
challenge.
as an offering before the falls. You approach, seeking refreshment, when a being you mistook for part of the mountain begins.
It's
to
the
move.
golem!
Hold your shield
Oh, it's a
high.
mammoth. Alright, giant and defensive. Giants gain plus 1 defense per card and attack enemy attack can. Entities with defense suffer -1. Okay, so he's just gonna be hard to hit, hard to kill. Alright, that's fine. I mean, King High. He defense with a jack. Do we actually do any damage? We do not. Well, I guess let's try to redraw this 4. Discount. I know, but there's a part of me that feels weird about it. Right? It's traded a 4/4/4. Fantastic. All right, attacking with a king. We'll defend that 4, so it's not going to matter. And now we get to revenge. Draw a card. Armory Master. Yes. Finishing blow with 4, so that's going to be... We're going to be looking forward to using that. Gain 2 defense until your next turn. We'll hold on to that. I need something better than what I'm, just playing out high card. Alright, so let's just... Because even if I hit the high card, it doesn't do any damage to him. Pair of queens. That's at least something. Hey, man, I'm a nice guy. Alright, so 2 queens. That actually does do damage. Alright, so I need to do 2 damage to do 1. 5, 6, 7, 10. A 10 coming at us. We will do a jack to defend. And then we actually do 2 damage on our defense. It's harder for us to attack than it is for us to defend. So I'll save the high cards for defense, I guess. That's going to make the most amount of sense. Hold on to a club for intimidate. Hold on to a spade, so we'll just attack with the 7. And then we can remove both of these from his hand. So he gets nothing, and then we attack him for 2. There you go. Again, we'll save the high cards for defending, because we're just going to kind of make our way through this. So we're not going to take any damage on our failed attack, so we have this safe attack. Right. And again, I don't know what it means when we have +3 attack. Each attack we does 3, but then it doesn't seem like it's the case. I'm still super unclear on what attack and defense means. Is there like a dictionary? Help? Yep. Alright, how many cards does the enemy draw and attack? Enemy offense minus your offense. How many cards does the enemy draw in defense? Enemy's defense minus your offense. So my offense prevents them from drawing cards. Alright, so what's making me draw cards? 'Cause I'd like to draw more than 5. How many cards does the enemy draw and attack? Well, how many cards do I draw? Or that doesn't... Alright, well, whatever. So that's it's making him not... Throw this 10 out here. Oh, wait. And turn. 9, we'll counter with this 10, and then we'll do 2 damage. Alright. And now we can just kill it.
Your fate is sealed.
So the way that this build is going, we're just gonna like... I'd rather defend and do damage on defense.
Thunder around the ridge.
More mammoths?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Offense and hand size. Okay, there you go.
An eclipse befalls the savannah as the mountain itself pounces on the mammoths. A being like a god of all cats has caught the thrashing giants. A rake of its claws makes them still. Then it turns to you.
Not the god of cats!
Hold your shield.
Behemoth. Double attack. I guess we know what that means. So again, we have to do damage to him. But we're probably better off damaging on defense than we are on attack. But still. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Throw out them trips. Better than nothing. Draw 3 abilities. maybe yes. We only drew one, though. That's the thing. It says draw 3 abilities. Is it because there's the overdraw? I can only have so many at a time? I don't like that. Alright. I had another attack left. Shit. Whatever. King will defend with the king. Ten will defend with a jack and actually do damage. Alright.
Grasp the axe.
We'll attack with the pair of 7s, right? And then, here you go. We'll gain 2 shields.
Now.
Alright, and then we'll attack with the 10. 10 sticks? So, no, we don't do damage. Okay. Ace. We'll defend with the 2. King will defend with the king, and then we'll cause damage to him.
Shield at the ready.
Nope, we had that's just a tie. Shit. Draw 3 abilities. Well, Armory Master. Attack with the 8s. Jacks. Shit. Alright. 2-6. Whatever.
That's not a valid attack. That's not a valid attack.
Attack with the 9. I want to save the queen for, maybe he gets a low. Hey! Still take it, see? It's worth trying to sneak it in. Pair of queens and ace. We'll just defend with the 2. It doesn't matter. Jack will defend with the king. And that'll do 2 damage.
Better not dull my axe.
Where are we at? So we're working our way towards our finishing blow. At least one of the finishing blows. We get him down 1 more. Throw out our 2 queens. Can't defend it. And then finishing blow.
Match is sealed.
The behemoth lies still,
Behemoth.
like a fresh foothill at the feet of the mountains.
Behemoth.
You must now scale. A mushroom.
I got with the mushrooms, horse shit!
Path.
Mouthy ass mushrooms.
Your quest now stands on Giant's Toes, to end on peak or in death's throes. The mist crown or the last veil by which secret is kept, but beware the keeper, for the blood of many pilgrims has her weapon wept.
Got it. Dun, 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 dun. Completed all the adventures in spring. Use 3 of a kind in
I
combat.
was never worried.
B. Always give me B's. Alright. Alright, level up. Cocaine Seed! And we get gain 3 shields, remove 2 cards from enemies' combat hand, and a bunch of other people that I'm not currently playing with. I guess that's... It's that one, right? Dig deep. Deal double attack damage on a flush. We don't get flushes that often. Intimidate +2. Remove 2 cards from an enemy's hand. You deal double damage for this combat, but it costs you 1 hit point and it costs you a club. Dig deep sounds good. Alright, so that means what? We go from this to Infernal Spiral. We change over to these other decks. All right, let's water the tree here. Right, those vials we can use to water trees and unlock leaves. You know, unlock cards. You deal +1 combat damage against adjacent targets per enemy adjacent to you. You deal 1 combat damage against adjacent targets per I guess I don't fully understand what that means, but okay. It doesn't matter. Let's add that dig deep to our deck. So, having all of the ones that generate hearts, if we're not going to get the heart shield and we're not going to get the spade shield, those kind of become less useful. Wait. Alright, let's add dig deep. And we'll have to remove, I guess we'll remove it a whetstone and add dig deep. Alright, there we go. Done. Alright. So I guess that's this first set done. We're on to Infernal Spiral.
I love to raid.
2, 4, 7, 8, 9. Get rid of the 2. Oh, what the hell? I was not expecting this. What do I do here? Gift of Catastrophe encounter max health. Is this the path? Scale Worm. Elder Fire. Where's the behemoth we fought? Black Dragon. So, is this actually what I was implying is it'd be helpful if you could see where stuff was? Oh, wow. So that first one, that they just let you kind of go through, and here you pick where you go. So the merchant, remember I said, like, knowing where the merchant is would be huge, because it'll let you predict having abilities that you don't mind trading. So this is interesting. Seed of Death. Deal
What
10
a bounty!
damage to an enemy. Negate target's traits. Cannot be resisted. Seed of Life. When you're about to be defeated, heal 10 HP.
Ah,
Seed of Destruction. Negate all enemy traits until your next turn. Cannot be resisted.
now that.
Keep me alive, right? I feel like that's how I feel. Okay. So we go to an encounter.
It's my turn.
Alright, so no more Kate Blanchett. This is just going to be like card. Is that how this is going to be? Play out the 9. 9 is higher than 6. Let's shield up.
Shields where that came from. I've got more shields where that came from.
There's no reason not to. Have those handy. It's gonna be, yeah. Ace. I'm just gonna throw out some garbage here.
Shield at the ready.
Take our lumps. Pair of 7s. Five. See, if this spiral will really let you build up like your equipment and stuff, that'd be more interesting. Like I said, that was the thing. It's like, oh, check out this spear or this thing or this level up, and you use it for that small chapter, and then it resets. This would be, I think, more rewarding if you could just keep defend, yeah. This would be more rewarding.
It's my turn.
We don't want to grapple shield. Not right now, at least. Alright, so what do we get here? Add an ability to your deck. Health up, heal 2 HP. Add an ability to your deck. Encounter. Alright, so add an ability, upgrade an ability, remove an ability, encounter, reduce the cost of an ability, heal, encounter, reduce, add. Alright, so like kind of picking what path we want to go down. Elite encounter. So if we want to make our way to this elite, I guess all the paths get to the elite encounter, right? So what do we want to do? Reduce, add. Let's start adding. Health, max health up 1 is also pretty good. Let's do that. I like that. All right. Go to our encounter.
Thrust the axe.
Good morning, Paperweight. Galladites. If an enemy with sapping successfully attacks, you must discard an ability. Grapple shield. Do damage, gain a shield, and then we'll throw out beat an ace. How you doing today, Paperweight? Did you do your daily already? Pair of 10s. I can't beat a pair of 10s. I can get them to throw away 1 10 and I can beat that. Beat that with a jack. A jack, we could beat it with a queen.
Hold your shield high.
Jack high. Ship full? Absolutely. We would and we should and we can. And we shall. A 2 and a 5. There's nothing I can do about it. Revenge.
Payback.
Revenge.
Payback.
Good morning, Real Isaac. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for lurking. Add ability to your deck. Remove an ability from your deck. Let's add. It is. It actually is pretty fun. We just got to this. I don't know how you want to phrase it. Like mode where there's this big spiral where you can pick a path and choose around it. Before they were just kind of like narrating, like in a glen, in a glade, by a tree, a hobbit appears, and you have to just go fight. But now it's like a whole path, and it seems kind of cool. All right, so we can add forearm block, which will gain 3 shields but cost us HP. Woad. Heal back 1 HP when you would otherwise be defeated. Remove this buff. Tap an enemy and move them to the side. I like the Woad. Let's try to keep alive. Takes us to here to another encounter. This is pretty fun. So we have a towel. Not towel 2, but towel. Enemies with wild ward suffer -1 combat damage from cards with the wild range. Right, we don't have them. And life force. Offense and defense of enemies' life force are equal to their current HP. Okay. So let's focus down. I guess this dude. Pair of 10s, pair of kings beats me. Fuck. Alright. We'll hold on to that. Never give an owl a towel. Never give a sucker a fair shot. Queen, we can block with king. I can't do anything with the king. We'll throw out this 2 since we're gonna get hit anyway.
It's my turn.
Alright. Grapple shield. He's at full health, right? So we'll fuck him. Alright. We'll hit him, we'll gain a shield. We'll throw out an ace. I guess focus on this dude then. Ace will hit. 7, or excuse me, a 9. We can block with the queen. And what's he doing? Pair of 4s. Why does he keep coming with pairs? 3, 5. We're gonna die to this dude here, but this should keep us alive. As should this. It's just I don't want it to come to that. We could, in theory, just keep chopping this dude as well. Chop this one. Draw a card. Kill him off. We don't have anything that's that much better. We'll put that in play. That'll keep us alive. Attack with an ace. That's all we can do. Ace beats a 6. 10, we can beat that with a queen.
Shield at the ready.
At least he's not pulling out doubles anymore. Wild, a pair of kings, we could do a pair of kings. He's only drawing the 1 card, so it's fine. Alright, there we go. We're hurting though, so what are our options? Reduce the cost of an ability in your deck, add an ability to your deck, remove an ability from your deck. I haven't had anything that I needed to remove. Reduce the cost. Let's see if we can break the game somehow. Alright. most of these don't require anything. Like Chop, we can just make it so it's free. Yeah, so now it's just free. We just attack and then draw a card.
Better not dull my
A freak.
axe.
Blazing Presence. And these deal 1 damage to all opponents at the start of their turn. Alright, so let's grapple shield. We're gonna die here if we don't protect ourselves. Attack with an ace, that's all we can do. Alright, that'll stick. But he's gonna do 1 damage at the start of his turn, right? That's our shield. Pair of 8s, what the hell? Alright, so luckily we have a pair of 10s.
It's my turn.
Pair of 9s. That'll do. Alright. Add an ability, Elite Encounter, mana, plus 25. Let's try to get to this Elite Encounter, even though I really need some health. Flailing Shield. Deal 3 damage to all enemies, but you have to have 2 shields on you. When you deal an attack, when you deal attack damage, deal equal damage. Sure. Let's do Cleave. I want to see what it's like in here. I want to see the Elite. If you fail a defense, remove your buff. What buff?
Thrust the axe.
Infernal Talon. Enemies with close quarter deal +1 damage to adjacent targets. Enemies with leaping move ahead of the defender. Okay, in turn order. Alright, that I'm familiar with. Pair of 4s to start. Let's try to survive. Pair of 10s. We can remove it and that'll take him down to a jack high. No, he'll have a pair of 9s. So I could remove what? 1. I get him down to a pair of 9s. And get him down to a jack. And then we can beat the jack with a king.
Shield at the ready.
Alright. Yes. Gain a yes.
I've got more shields where I came
And
from.
draw a card. King, queen. King high. That's all there is. King beats a queen. It's not much, but it'll stick. Pair of aces. God damn. We're not gonna die because we have the Seed of Life still, so we will recover. It's a waste to spend our jacks here because it's not gonna matter whether we put out Jack Jack or 8-9. It's the same. Woad should save us first. So let's do this, and then Woad should save us. Does Woad... I have to play this before Woad? Wait. No, I should have went to full health. Why did I only go to 1? Why did I only go to 1? Where's my discard? Hold on. No, fuck off. Wait a second. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Rewind. That point of that card is it should be take you up to 10 health. Right? Alright, so about to die, react. Woad should kick in automatically. Should keep me alive. But it didn't. I don't know why it didn't. When you're defeated, heal 10 HP. Right? Why do I have only 1 HP? That seems fucked. Alright. Defend the jack with the queen.
Better not dull my axe.
Chop will just let us attack him, but it will break up our... No, we can do this for free, right? This is the free chop. Alright, pair of jacks. And hopefully he can't beat that. He cannot. I'm unhappy about that. We should be at full health here. Level up. Overdraw needs an update. I don't know.
My might yet grows.
Suffer -1. We'll do that. Another encounter.
Trust the axe.
Alright, leaping. Throw this 5 for the shield.
I've got more shields where that came from.
Because we're gonna need shields here. Pair of 3s. Attack. It only draws 1 card, so any pair I put out is going to be fantastic. Event. Short rest. Ooh, a short rest would be nice. Alright, I guess we're gonna do an event. Give me an event. Refuse Inverness' offering at the price of your own power. Lose 2 HP. Hellfork.
Bounty.
+1 attack if there are multiple enemies. -1 attack if there's only 1 enemy. +1 attack if there is only 1 enemy. -1 attack if there are multiple enemies. So.
What? No. That's more. What a bounty. That's more like. What? No. What?
Alright. That one. That one. Because eventually, I think in all combats, you're going to get to the point where there is only just 1 enemy. So if you pick the one where you're debuffed against a single enemy, eventually there's going to be a single enemy.
Loot. Now that's what I...
Deal 5 damage. Okay. Encounter.
It's my turn.
Out comes the Capra. We need to heal. We'll just play out the ace, I guess. Queen, 7 of Hearts will block because of our Iron Blood. So we're fine. Revenge.
Payback.
King. We don't have any hearts, do we? Fick. Deal 5 damage
Use
there.
that right now.
Ah. It seems like a waste of a trump card, but we're gonna die otherwise, so we have to use it.
Payback. You better not dull my axe.
Pair of 6s. Add an ability, upgrade an ability. Rest would be nice. About to get to a giant. I guess upgrade an ability at the rate we're going. Upgrade Woad. Alright, that's at least something.
Hold your shield high.
Alright. We want a grapple shield. What we want to do is... Yep. Grapple shield. And a shield. And then draw a
I've
shield.
got more shields where that came from.
Bottled lightning already. Was he at 15 health? We'll hang tight on the... Just attack with the king and hopefully... Nope, he's got an ace. Attacking with a pair of 10s. 4, 7. That sucks. Like, I want to know what happened with that 1 seed. We were supposed to go to 10 HP and we only went to 1? Like, did it like interact oddly with Woad?
I'm always
Try
up for
again.
an adventure.
Yeah, let's try it. Yeah. Come on. Wait, which one is this? Or we restart? Okay, we start from here.
That's no epic. That's
I mean,
more
this
like
didn't
it.
work. We'll take it, but it didn't seem like it did anything.
Shield at the ready.
Dungeon Lobster. My favorite B-52 Darkwave song. It's just this doing it. It's just the Dungeon Lobster. All right, grapple shield. Grapple shield. Nope, he's not at full health anymore. He did 1 damage, so we don't want to do that. Jack. Ace loses to a Jack. Jack. King beats a Jack.
Hold your shield high.
Chop. Retard. Speaking of Jacks, put out the Jack. Ace loses to a Jack. There's gonna be a lot of defense here. A lot of back and forth. Throw out this 2. Doesn't matter.
Shield at the ready.
Pair of 3s. He cannot. Max health up 1 is good, but like again, last time it did do us a lick of
It's my turn.
looking good. Crocolisk. Attack and draw a card. Should have done the grapple shield first. Add an ability, upgrade an ability. Let's upgrade. Chop.
Thrust the axe.
Harm shield does what? Enemies with harm shield deal 1 damage when a standard attack is launched against them. That kind of sucks. All right, grapple shield. Start. That doesn't count as an attack because we're not technically attacking them. And I guess throw out this ace. Queen, we could. We'll actually save our queen.
Payback.
King. So that's part of what I saved the queen for. Was the next attack.
You
That
better
turned out to
not dull my axe.
be. Gain 1 shield. Hold on to that. Throw out the pair of 5s. Counter with an ace. Alright. Upgrade an ability. Let's upgrade. Shield at the ready. Event. -2 max ability hand size. Discard all abilities and draw a max ability at the start of your turn. Reduce the cost of an ability. Free chop seemed cool. Let's get that free chop.
It's my turn.
Alright. Sure, shield at the ready
I've
for the
got
9.
shields where that came from.
And throw out trip queens. Queen. If we remove the queen, and now they got to attack with the 8, which we can block with this 10.
Hold your shield high.
Of course, we got another 10. Yeah, chop. Draw a couple cards. Attack with the ace, I guess? Pair of fours. Nothing doing. We could get them to remove one of the fours, though. I'll attack with the 6, block with the 7. Alright. Event, add an ability, add an ability. Event. Let's keep eventing. Draw an ability, gain an additional attack, but suffer 1 damage at the end of your turn. Consumable. Firefly grenade deals 3 damage to enemies. Okay. Groupie counter.
Shield at the ready.
Let's just use this thing then. Be done with it. See enough. Create a copy of an ability in your deck. Where's the free chop seems cool. Shield at the ready +1 seems cool too. Free chop.
Thrust the axe.
Siphon, the nascent flame. Heal equal to the amount of damage they do. Okay, I could have predicted that. So, free chop. Free chop. Shouldn't we be drawing cards? Yeah, draw a card. Or did we draw? No, we didn't. I don't think we drew cards. But whatever. Shield at the ready.
I've got more shields where that came from.
Play a 6! Or king, right? Huh? No. Eh. Shit. Well, that sucks. Pair aces. We can negate that damage. And defend with a 4 and a 6. But we're gonna die on our turn, aren't we? Because of this.
Hold your shield
Shit.
high.
Okay. Alright, it's not, for some reason it healed us this. I don't know. I'm not gonna ask any questions. Just an ace. If we intimidate, it drops to a jack, which I can't beat anyways. So let's just let him play his ace. And then we can revenge. Shield at the ready.
Shields where that came from.
Pair of 7s. I don't know why I took one of my 4s instead of the 2, but that's okay. Pair of kings. Fuck off.
Thrust the axe.
Pair of 4s. We can then chop 2 damage, draw 2 cards. Where's our finishing blow? We haven't seen one of those in a minute.
I've got more shields where that came from.
Attack with the ace. Maybe he can't block it. Maybe he can. Pair of 2s. Can't do anything about it. 5-7. Revenge.
Payback. Shield at the ready.
Alright, let's discard this and maybe we'll draw a 9 or an ace.
Take your best shot.
Draws a 2. Fuck. Alright. Pair of 9s. Remove one of them, so now it's just a 9, and now we can beat it with a 10.
It's my turn.
Chop. Free attack. And he dies. Alright, short rest, add a buff, equipment. Level up. Short rest, we're gonna die. Level up.
I just came up with a new move.
Yep, that one. Elite encounter. All entities suffer +1 attack damage. Alright.
You'd better not dull my axe.
This is killing me. Draw an ability, gain an additional, but suffer 1 damage at the start of your turn. That is absolutely killing me. Gain 2 shields,
I've got
draw.
more shields where that came from.
Card. Chop, draw a card. King. And you got a king too. And queen. You got a king again. Pair of 3s. 2, 5. Jack. Defend with a... defend with an ace. Pair of queens. 7, 9.
Shield at the ready.
Deal 2 damage, draw 2 cards.
I've got more shields where that came from.
Still nothing. God damn. Queen high. That'll work. Jack high. Ace. Came in, block it with a heart. 2.
Payback.
Pair of kings. Remove one of the kings, we'll go to an ace. Still doesn't matter, we're still gonna die. There's nothing we can do here, right? Alright, so this mode is different than what we've been playing up to this point. I have slightly mixed feelings about it. It seems more fair, but at the same time, unpredictable. Deal 2 attack damage to adjacent target, move the target to the other side of you. Gain 2 damage. To bad. Chop +1. Except for the shield at the rate +1. Get 2. Let's go to suplex. I don't think we've had one. Retry.
Well, let's get on with it then.
Get rid of this 3. Pair of kings.
What about... Ah,
Seed of life.
you'd better not dull my axe.
King. Intimidate. I actually don't want to use that 8. Fine, we'll take one of the cheeks. I want to use these trips. You must discard an ability. Let's discard this thing.
It's my turn.
Pair of queens. Heal 2, add a card, overdraw 3 abilities. Add an ability. Gain 2 shields, draw a card. Cost an attack though. Deal 1 attack to an enemy, they gain additional attack until the end of their turn. I don't know why I would want to do that, so draw 3 abilities. Overdraw, add an ability, reduce the cost. Reducing the cost seems useful.
Hold your shield high!
A lot of times you just wind up playing high card. So as much as this is a poker-like, most of the time it's a high card or a pair. It's almost never a straight or a flush, or a straight flush, or 4 of a kind, or a full. I don't think I've ever played a full house. Pair of 10s. Well, 3-5.
You better not dull my axe!
Pair of 7s. Five.
Payback!
Alright. 3 abilities for nothing sounds pretty good. Free chop is nice, but I think... Oh, they won't let you reduce that. Okay.
It's my turn.
Pair of 9s. So once you get to like this mode, this is very much like Chainsaw Warrior,
Dull my axe!
right? Where it's just basically you're playing against like a progressive deck of cards. There's not a lot of narrative in this mode, but I don't necessarily know that I mind it. Like I said, I didn't like talking over Dollar Store Kate Blanchett. Sure.
I've got more shields where that came from. I've got more shields where that came from.
Play the king. Ace. Nothing I can do about it. Intimidate. Make him drop to a queen. We can tie that.
Shield at the ready.
Free chop. Pair of 9s. Pair of queens. 3-8. We'll save the deuces for our attack. And then
Payback!
ace block with the 5. Oh, scrapple shield. Fuck it.
I can't use that right now.
Oh, block with the 5.
Payback! You better not dull my axe.
Create a copy of an ability card. Copy the free chop.
Who do we have here? Or your
Pick the
life?
runes. Shield at the ready.
I've got more shields where that came from.
And then we can intimidate them to remove the king. And now we can block the 9 with the jack. We want to hold our to our trips.
Oh, give it up.
Block the 10 with our jack. Block with the trips.
Thrust the axe.
Chop. Free card. And then trip 10s. There we go.
How about ye?
Ooh, trip aces. Alright, so, reduce the cost of an ability in your deck. Alright. So it can't be the behind the shield. We already learned that. Revenge doesn't really have a cost. Shield at the ready just basically becomes a free shield. We can go to Elite Group Encounter, which will lead us to a Merchant and a level up. Let's do the Elite Group Encounter.
Hold your shield high!
We ain't scared. I mean, we're down to 1 health, but, you know, hey, what you gonna do? Trip aces. What does banding do? Enemies with banding gain +1 offense defense per ally. Okay. Sure. Well, no, we don't want that, actually. It's not gonna matter. He's gonna hit us, but that's okay. We're gonna survive. Pair of queens. If we get that reduced, it'd be 1 queen, which we can tie. So, go ahead. Move the queen.
Trust the axe!
5, 6, 7, 8. There's nothing. Attack with the king. Can you beat a king? You can beat a king. Alright, we're not dead yet. Six we can beat with a 7. Pair of 8s we can't beat. 5, 8, hold on to our trips. Pair of 3s, god damn it. 10, 3.
It's my turn.
Right. Chop, get rid of this dude. Quads. Kill this dude. There. Block the king with the king.
Trust the axe.
Pair of 6s. Finally. Alright, there we go.
I've got more shields where that came from.
Ace, block the ace with the ace.
Shield at the ready.
Chop. Pair of queens. Shouldn't that be drawing a card? It doesn't seem like it does. Alright. Level up. Overdraw 3 abilities, which takes us to a merchant. Takes us to an encounter. Let's level up.
My might yet grows. You better not dull my axe.
Reanimate. Top deck a jack or higher to remain at 1 HP. King. No, we will intimidate. So we have it straight here, but I gotta break it up. That kind of sucks. So 9. Five, 7. Pretty easy. Go to the event.
What a bounty!
-2 ability, hand side
Now
discard.
that.
But these events seem like these should be avoided.
No.
Like, they seem like they're bad. Reduce the cost. Alright. 9 high, or 10 high, excuse me. So the jack out.
Shield at the ready.
Grapple shield for this dude. Gain a shield. Draw 3 abilities. Gain a
I've got
shield,
more
draw a
shields
card.
where that came from. I've got more shields where that came from.
Now attack and draw a card. Attack and draw a card. What? Watch. Okay, it did draw a card. Alright, well, I'm going crazy. What's the experimentation with the dark side? I'm usually in favor of communing with, you know, the dark arts. I got no problem with that. It's just, it doesn't seem like it's working out in my favor. Then, yeah, I guess. But, like, I just find it frustrating because it's like, oh, well, why would I go to this square if it's going to be punitive? The other ones might not be the most exciting of choices.
Trust the axe.
Unless there's something, look, it's a video game. Unless there's something where it's like, by doing all of these events, by getting all of these, it's like this, it's a negative, and now it's a huge positive, like cursed items and Ship of Fools, right? Like it's a temporary negative. Oak Biscuit heals 3 HP for a heart and a shield, but man, I don't usually have shields. I guess give me that Woad. Jeff Woad.
It's my turn.
Nullify Heart. Entities cannot be affected by non-hero abilities activated using a heart. Nullify Spade. Alright. Whoa.
It's no makeup.
So let's just attack with a jack. Attack with this ace. It's a push. Queen. King versus king.
You better not dull my axe.
Pair of jacks. I love the sounds they're making, though. I can't get enough of that shit. Ace. Nothing I can do. Throw out this too. We can at least revenge. King. We can block a king with a king.
Hold your shield high.
Free chop. Seven, 8, 9 jack. I mean. Reduce the queen. Block the 3 with a 7. What is happening? Oh, he's a healer. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Pair of queens. Nullify the damage. 2-4.
Shield at the ready.
2 pair. You can't play 2 pair, right? It's not gonna let us play 2 pair. It's gonna let us play 2 pair? We had before.
Valid attack.
Yeah, for game balance reasons, 2 pairs cannot be used. Which is, again, then balance your game. Because there's no reason you should be able to do that. I gotta bring up these 9s, but this will kill this dude. So, I didn't like doing that, but there's a lot I don't like doing. This heart will keep us alive. Right? We can revenge.
Payback. It's my turn. I've got
free
more
shield.
shields where that came from.
Pair of 5s. Love the sounds. Love them. 10. Block it with the 9 of hearts. It'll keep me alive.
You better not dull my axe.
Chop. Get a free card. Attack and free card. Pair of 4s. pair of deuces, and we die. Alright.
Hold your shield high.
Oh, yes, we had Woad, that's right. Pack and draw a card. Hold on to that 10. We need that 10. 9? Can you block a 9? He can't block a 9. Alright, now we actually die. We got another vial. We could level up. Alright, let's hop out. So this is weird. Infernal Spiral is completely different than Spring, which is kind of like a narrative chapter. This is completely different.
I've got
What's the
my
story
axe
of
and
the
my
War of the
shield,
Branches?
and I'm ready for anything.
Is this a narrative? I don't know how to describe these things. I'm not gonna mulligan. We're not gonna actually
In
play this.
spring, when leaves are young and most
Okay.
tender, hungry mouths awaken to feed.
Oh, so this is another weird but cool. Cool, weird but cool. Okay, so what we had been seeing up to this point for this spring, this is just... There's almost like there's 2 modes. That second mode seems like that's going to be way more interesting. A little bit less, you know, there's like none. There's like no narrative element to it, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. But I feel like that's probably going to be better as far as +1 health. There we go. As far as like getting equipment and stuff, like really building up a powerful character. Begin the adventure with 1 additional ability in hand. Great. That stuff seems useful. Because that was my one knock against that sort of chapter-driven mode. It's like, I got all this cool stuff! I was like, yep, and then you beat the boss, and now let's wipe the slate clean, and you start over again, even like your levels. So that seems like a little bit more interesting, but it being kind of a persistent... I kind of like that, but it also makes me realize
Splitting logs, lad.
that I got a little bit to learn here. 7 Deuce offsuit. But yeah, I mean, look at this fucking thing. You get through all of these main... Hungry Orc Kami, Blue Dragon. Minor items. Right, so this does seem very interesting, and try to figure out how to, I guess, get the level up and avoid the events. Like, the events seem bad. So you do your short rest, and you either do an encounter or an event. Are all the events bad? Where are the other events? So here's an event. So your choices are, no, add an ability or do the event. After you add an ability, you have to do an elite encounter. So maybe that's a bad, or that corresponds to being a bad action. So we're here, we can go to an encounter or an event. So I guess the events are... You don't want an event. Add an ability, and this is going to fun... Well, I don't know. So let's say you're here. Right, you're at this group encounter. You can do the event, or you can add an ability, which takes you to an encounter. Not the end of the world. And then you could go here, and then... Oh, then you have to go to this elite group encounter. But the same thing's true for this. But you can go here and bypass it. So, yeah, I guess the events are negative. They're not green, they're purple. So maybe you don't want them. Unless you go through, again, like I said, you get all of the... You get all of the, like, the negative buffs, and all of a sudden you become, like, a monster because of it. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. But that's pretty cool. We'll definitely play Ascent Adventures more. The way we have this week kind of lined up, I don't know if we'll be playing it again this week or what. So tomorrow, Ship of Fools with Paperweight. And like I said, tomorrow evening, it seems like Jinnerbomb and I are going to be playing a game together. So in the late afternoon, evening for him, we'll get another afternoon, evening game. Wednesday, we'll be playing Starbound with Taltube. And then Thursday, we'll be back. I don't know if we'll be playing Aces Adventures, but we actually might be playing a new game. I'll probably make that decision sometime today. And then, again, when the stream's been starting, I've been having that little calendar again of, like, these are the games we're going to play. So, hopefully, that'll keep me in line. We'll see. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. It probably won't. But yeah, that's going to be the battle plan. Yeah, so in the meantime, let's get ready to wrap up. Let's say thanks to everyone. So, in no particular order, Real Mighty Python, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Paperweight, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. To everyone else who's watching, like, thank you for watching me play video games. You did not have to watch me play video games. You could play video games yourself. You could have something utterly unrelated to video games. You could have watched a TV show. I thought of a good one last night. And then I don't remember what it was. Well, doesn't matter. You know what? I'll throw this out though. You could have watched Mr. Bean. Rowan Atkinson at his funniest. It's kind of like one of those ones. There's a handful like BBC comedies that are have a bit of history to them, a bit of like legend, or like Faulty Towers and Mr. Bean, that like people know about a lot and people reference and talk about, and you feel like you've seen a lot of them. And there's just like 12 episodes total. It didn't run for a long period of time. But there was a movie, and there's a lot of little things going on. But Rowan Atkinson as Mr. Bean will always be funny to me. You didn't watch Mr. Bean. You watched me play video games. I might not understand the decision, but I appreciate making it nonetheless. To everyone who hasn't watched me, I'd like to thank you for not watching me. I appreciate when people don't watch me, because I appreciate when people leave me the fuck alone. Let's go ahead and raid Taltube. We haven't raided him in a minute. And on that note, I hope everyone has a good day. Yins be good. Peace out and deuces. Bye, everyone. Gotta stop the video.